feeling the heat. The Kyrgyz interim president makes her first appearance on the ground in the southern city of Jalalabad since violence swept through this ethnically divided region more than 10 days ago. On Monday, Rosa Otunbayeva's message was straightforward. Voting on the country's constitutional referendum is less than a week away, and the government says it's confident it will happen.
OSH is still very tense, but in Jalalabad, as I've learned now, there are possibilities to conduct referendum.
Outside, Otunbayeva speaks with those not allowed in, possible voters whose help she'll need to legitimize her presidency and perhaps bring democracy to this Central Asian country. This woman says she asked Otunbayeva's office for help several times, that there is nothing at her home, nothing to eat, no flour, no bread, no potatoes, nothing. This lady was pleased by her presence. A woman will understand a woman, she says, adding that she's not there to criticize the interim leader, but rather came to talk of peace. As the president speeds away, an uneasy feeling returns. Many are unsure whether the relative security can last.
This is what makes a lot of ethnic Uzbeks uneasy, men in ski masks. Even though the Otunbayeva government insists it has control of its military and law enforcement, paramilitaries, people who are not showing their faces, do not give a sense of calm to the population here in Jalalabad.
Should conditions allow, it will ultimately be up to these volunteers to see the voting through. They've been organizing for weeks, as fighting displaced more than 400,000 of their fellow countrymen, nearly 10% of the country's entire population, most of them ethnic Uzbeks.
There is no point in postponing the referendum, because in this case we will give opposing forces time to restore power and strike again.
But should voters feel left out, it may only fuel the kind of resentment that partly helped rupture this community in the first place. That's a legacy most here would rather see go away. Clayton Swisher, Al Jazeera, Jalalabad, Southern Kyrgyzstan.